with this Punyabhushan award giving ceremony. I had the privilege as the President of the Republic to honor Pratap Pawar by conferring Padma Shri in recognition of his contribution in various areas of social service. Today I am particularly happy in the presence of some living freedom fighters who dedicated their youth to the cause of nation and the fruits of freedom, democracy, republicanism, which we are enjoying today, are the contributions of these distinguished persons whose immense sacrifices have brought freedom from 190 years colonial rule. On my left hand are the portraits of three great patriots who sacrificed their lives for the freedom of this country. Shahid Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru. Rajguru was the son of this soil. I am told his village is just adjacent to Pune. Pune is known for its contribution over many, many years, not only for the freedom struggle of this country, but for the great social reforms. It is quite natural to remember on this occasion, Sharad Rao-ji reminded me that today is also the birthday of Shahu Maharaj, who was a great social reformer and pioneer in this field. We pay our respectful homage to this great son of India. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in a very short film, which all of us have witnessed, have captured the contribution Sri Pratap Pawar has made. I went through his book, My Journey, and it was really a fascinating journey of a man who was totally committed and dedicated since his childhood. It was quite interesting when his articles were translated in English and also were published in his newspaper Sakal, which has played a very major role in the awakening of social awareness and patriotism in this part, is also contributing substantially till today for forming the opinion. Media plays a very major role in all democracies, including ours. We recognized that colonial rule can be ended only by the effective creation of awareness amidst the vast multitude of masses through dissemination of proper information, creating public opinion, and also sharing and participating in it. Therefore, there is no wonder. From 1870 onwards, immediately after the formation of the East India Company's firm grip on our country, Indian newspapers, vernacular newspapers, English newspapers started coming, and almost in all Indian languages, more than 170 newspapers and journals were published. There is a saying, dialogue in democracy. Democracy is not only a government of the people, by the people and for the people, but this can be institutionalized only through a constant dialogue, and this dialogue can never be completed unless each and every one, particularly the conscious sections of the society, they participate in it. I also feel sometimes, as being in active politics so long, and most of my time was in parliament, this house or that house, I sometimes feel rather disturbed over the criticism made by the media, but at the same time it immediately reminds me very famous Shakespearean pronouncement, if I am unkind to you, it is only to be kind to you in future. Perhaps the media and its relations with social activists, political activists, activists in all walk of life should be that. Yes, there is need of regulation, restraints, but that regulation and restraints cannot come from external sources. It must come internally from the system itself. Nothing is more effective and more regulatory than self-imposed conduct, code of conduct, which is most appropriate in this case. I accepted this invitation only to have an opportunity to come to this great city, which has produced luminaries in freedom struggle, social reforms, starting from the days of armed revolution to non-cooperation, on whose soil it was pronounced, Swaraj mere jan siddh adhikar, freedom is my birthright, and freedom first, freedom last, freedom forever. And freedom cannot be nurtured without eternal vigilance. And Mr. Pratap Pawar, I would like to congratulate you on this aspect also of your contribution through your media, Sakal, in this area. Merely inscribing in the Fundamental Rights chapter, Part 3 of the Constitution of India is not adequate. Rights are to be preserved and protected. Constitutional guarantees are to be preserved and protected. That's why when every public functionary enters into office, he is to subscribe an oath to be a true faith and allegiance to the Constitution established by law and constitutes guarantees all sorts of freedom. Freedom not only from economic bondage or political slavery or cultural stagnation, but freedom from all prejudices, all biasness, all angularities. And what else other than the media can be the protector of these? Democracy can never be successful without the effective participations. And that effective participation is possible if we can constantly engage ourselves in what is called dialogue in democracy. As I mentioned, Pune has always led us. Again, perhaps the time has come when Pune is to take the front seat in driving the nation for its relevant reforms, for its economic regeneration, and for its educational aspirations to take the front seat and our appropriate place in the Committee of Nations. With these words, I once again congratulate Pratap Rao for this distinction which has been conferred on him, which has been shared by many eminent Indians who are not only the bhushans or ornaments of Pune, but whole of India. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.